Gabe here again. Today we're making Quinoa-Banana Pancakes. So, what we're going to need today, main ingredient, quinoa. We'll talk about the benefits of quinoa here a little bit later. Stevia, or your 0-calorie sweetener. We're going to use some oats, quick oats, whole grain oats, some vanilla, cinnamon, half a banana, and some eggs. So to get started, I'm going to open up our banana, get half of it in our bowl. I'm going to take a fork and kind of smash it up. So if you have a more ripe banana, it's probably better to use for this. A little more smushy, kind of like the ones you'd use for banana bread or something like that. Get that all smushed up. We're going to add to that 3 egg whites. There's 2. Alright, next we can add our vanilla. We're using a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to mix all this together. Gotta mix it up real good, get the banana to be as much of a liquid as you can. It's pretty good. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to create some quinoa oat flour. So we're going to take a 1/4 cup of quinoa, and mine is the kind I bought is pre-washed. For this, that's the kind you're going to want to get, because if you wash it, it's going to get wet, and then you're going to have to throw it in the blender, and with the wet, I don't know how much you'll be able to get out of your blender. So try to get the pre-washed stuff, just so you don't have to deal with that. So 1/4 cup. I'm using the Vitamix. I'll have a review on the Vitamix coming out soon. Definitely something you might want to consider. 1/4 cup of oats. We're going to demolish this into oat flour, or oat quinoa flour. Let's bring this out here. Not sure how good you'll be able to see this, but we'll bring it over. that's all she wrote. So we can dump our quinoa oat flour mixture in the bowl. Most of it should get out of there. And we're going to use about a teaspoon of cinnamon. I just have a little half teaspoon here, so I'll do 2 of those. And we're going to sweeten it up a little bit with our stevia. Oh yeah, oh, that's my other baby. I'm going to do 3 tablespoons. Two, 3. Oh, that one was in there. Alright. Mix all this up. Should start to form a pretty good batter. There we go. I'm going to grab a spoon just to get it all out of the bowl. Then we're going to want to spray down our pan. Get that on about medium heat and dump it on in. Okay, and I like to cover mine. There we go, we'll let that cook, and we'll go over the nutrition breakdown. So, in this pancake, the whole batter we made, there's going to be about 330 calories, 20.5 grams of protein, and only 4 grams of fat. Pretty good amount of protein, and the best part of that protein is a lot of it, well, comes from the eggs, but also the quinoa. Quinoa has 6 grams of protein in that 1/4 of a cup that we use in our flour. And the good thing about the protein in the quinoa, it contains all 8 essential amino acids. Essential amino acids meaning we have to get them from our diet. Our body can't make them. So quinoa contains all 8 that we can't make. Great benefit of quinoa. It's also good. It's gluten-free, wheat-free. If you have any of those issues with gluten, it's a good option for you. And whole grain. So pretty low calorie, low fat, and a good decent amount of protein. We will now just check on that. It shouldn't take too long to cook. And what you can do now, while you're waiting for it to cook, I already I have some left over here. I don't know if you can see this. What I did, I just took plain old stevia, scooped in about 3-4 teaspoons into my Vitamix, cranked it on high, spun it into kind of a powdered sugar type of substance, and I'm going to sprinkle on the pancake when we're done, just for a little bit more sweetness. close. I try to only do one flip. And if you want to, as another option, instead of the oats, you could add in a half a scoop of protein powder if you got it. I know I've tried it with my strawberry flavored protein, just for that strawberry banana kind of combo, and that works really well. So if you're looking to increase the protein, that's another option for you. Get our plate. I like to eat it with a little bit of sugar-free syrup as well. In a fourth a cup of this, you got 20 calories. No fat. No sugar, obviously. No protein, so no real nutrition or anything from that. Alright, we're gonna go for a flip here. Great. Give it about a minute or two on that side and should be good to go. And I tried mixing the quinoa or grinding the quinoa up in my other blender. It'll work. Won't work quite as great as that Vitamix. That Vitamix has 8 horsepower engine or motor. Pretty powerful blender. But yeah, I'll have a review coming on that up pretty soon. Not quite, we'll crank up the heat a little bit. So, here we go. Hold this up if you can see this. There's our pancake. And then take the powdered stevia that we made. Just sprinkle a little bit of that on. Just for a little bit of extra sweetness. No calorie sweetness. A little bit of your sugar-free syrup. And there we go. Try a bite of that. Just to make sure it tastes okay. That's pretty good. And that's it. Quinoa banana pancake. See you next time.